We've charged it up. We've updated the software. We've installed the Quickie app. We've got the battery ready to go. Now, how do you turn this sucker on? I go to the mode button, press and hold. Bam, it's on. Wants me to upgrade my card. I got an old card in there. And bam, it's on standard. So now to turn it off, I come to the side, press it, hold it, and it turns it off. That's how you turn it on and off. First, we're going to go to the mode button, turn it on. And then it's going to open up, and we're going to hit OK. We're going to switch our, there we go. So right now I've got it in standard 4K. To change it, all I have to do is sweep it. Now it's in time warp or time lapse. If I push my finger this way, watch on the screen, it goes to video. And right now we're at standard 4K, 24 frames a second. I go one more, bam, we're in photo. And I've got photo narrow. So that's how you can go from photo to video to time lapse or time warp, they call it. All right, I'm going to show you how to take a quick photo with your GoPro Hero 10 Black. First of all, we got to turn it on. We go to the mode, hold it, it pops on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look and see where we're at. And right now it's on video. To get to photo, there's two ways you can do it. You can push like that, or you can click on the side and find photo that way. I've got it set to basically just, you know, the factory settings. So let's just go ahead and all we have to do is press this button here to take a picture. Bam, done. Now, if you want to look at it, you just slide it up and there's your picture. Looks pretty good, huh? And let's go back. To get back, you slide it down and now you're back to shooting photo on the settings that the factory put it at. All right, so anyway, I wanted to show you the different attitudes that you can use the camera at. So right now I've got it in photo wide. I'm going to go ahead and bring it all the way down. This is a little finicky, especially if you got calluses on your fingers. I'm going to put it narrow, okay? All right, now if you look at the camera, I can tilt the camera this way, and now it changes it to a portrait. If I go back this way, I've got a landscape. So if you're shooting stuff for YouTube, that's probably how you're going to shoot it. If you're shooting for TikTok or for Instagram, that's how you're going to do it. So then we would come in, and if we want to do a portrait photo, we would click here. If we want to do a landscape, we click here. Now let's take a look at it. The last one was a landscape, and the one before it was a portrait. It's the same thing for, you know, all the other modes. But the camera, if you notice, watch this. I'm going all the way around in a circle. So you can do that. You can shoot it from any angle. You just got to change it. You shoot that this way. So let's say we got it upside down, right? I'm going to go ahead and click it. All right. Now let's go and look at it. Same photo. And there's the portrait. Let's go to photo. All right, so we're just going to go right to timer here. All right, so let's go ahead and do a 3-second. So now you've got your, you know, everybody's ready for your photo. You're going to press this button up top, and then it's going to give you a 3-second countdown. 3, 2, 1, and click. Bam, done. All right, cool. Let's do a 10-second. All right, you ready? 10, 9. So this is if you're, you know, got everybody set up and you got to run to get in the photo. And you need at least 10 seconds. Smile, bam, done. And that's how you do it. That's how you use the timer. Let's go back, put it back to off. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos on how to do stuff on your GoPro Hero 10 Black. Peace out. All right, so right now, if we go over to this little N, that means narrow. You can see it right there. But if I click on it, it brings up this little pole here, and you can change it from narrow to linear, and you can see it's kind of like zooming out. And then there's wide. So here, let me put my feet out here so you can see them. There's wide. There's linear. It got a little closer, right? And then this would be just like basically narrow, which that's probably where I'm going to leave it. When you have it at narrow, you can't do the zoom over here, by the way. So if you click on that, you'll notice it's half-tone, can't get it. Now if we go up here and press this, what you're going to see is it's a timer. And so you can set this so that you can set the camera down and then run and be in the shot with it. The way you do it is you slide it up. There's a 3-second timer. And then there's a 10-second timer. but I just leave it here for now. Let's click back. And then over here, if you click this, of course, here. All right, so now it's got super photo. Oh, shoot. It's a little HDR, standard, and then raw. And, you know, I don't know if you've ever shot with a DSLR camera, but raw is like, it takes in the most information, and it's the best to use as, you know, for editing. But I'm gonna slide it up. I'm gonna slide it up to super photo. All right, now, if you notice, over here we're on wide, so we've changed it. So since I've got it on wide, now I can do a zoom, and I can touch here. This is a little finicky, to tell you the truth. Look, see, look at. Now, there we go. Now watch, look at my feet and watch as I zoom it. Got my hand right in front of it. So it zooms in, you see that? So you can zoom a little closer. Now you can only do this on wide and then on the fisheye. So if I put it on narrow, see it's at wide? I'm sorry, wide linear. Narrow, you can't do it. You'll notice it goes to halftone. But you can do it on linear and you can do it on linear and you can do it on wide. So the wide is like a fisheye, like I said. Now, if you click on this, it gives you the opportunity to change it to live burst, a burst, and night photos. So if you're shooting at night, you can shoot at night. And you can also do much more extravagant editing here. And it's kind of redundant because they have some of the same things like the narrow, the output's going to be super photo, you know, the timer. But then there's a couple other things like white balance, ISO, sharpness, and then there's some shortcuts down here. And then if you want to restore it back to original settings, you just do that. It goes back to factory settings. And then to get back to your photo page, you click that, and then you can click that, and bam, there you are. And that's pretty much how you use the photo section of this. I'm going to go in more detail on how you use those edits and do the burst and so forth on later videos. Okay, so we're in video right now. And if you look over here, it says narrow. So if you look through the viewfinder, you can see it's kind of like just how your iPhone would see it, right? So now I want to change that. So if I tap on it, what it's going to do, it's a little finicky, it's going to give me the sliding scale, which I could slide it or I could tap it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very top, and it's going to give me that view that you usually get with sports cameras. And that's a super view. Now look at the difference. You see how you get like this bend here, right there? It gives you that like fisheye look, right? So let's come back and let's go down. Here's a wide, but you still get that fisheye and bend in it, don't you? Come down a little bit farther. Now that's linear. Now you're starting to see straightness. Now that one's, it's still kind of like zoomed out, but it's much better than those fisheye ones. And then you've got the narrow, and right above narrow, I think we've got another linear, which is a horizontal leveling. So anyway, if you notice, if you go this, that's going to be a regular shot. If you want to get that big shot, panoramic, you can do it that way. It's up to you. And then when you click here, it's going to come down here. It's going to tell you what it is, S for super view. It's going to be over here, S for super view. And that's how you change like the what you're looking at. It's kind of like zooming out or zooming in. I'm on my video page, and to change the frame rate, if you look down here, it's 4K, 24 frames a second. I click on the 1X. It gives me the ability to slide it up, change it from 24 to 30. Whoops. This is very finicky, you guys. It does not move easy. There's 30 frames. There's 60 frames. And there's 120 frames per second. Let's go back down. See there? Look at, now I'm 4 times the speed. So let's go back down to 1. Let's go 1. So that's the way I'm going to keep it. But that's how you change the frame rate. If you want to, if you're shooting sports or something that's moving super fast, you want a higher frame rate. If you're just shooting for cinematic purposes, 24 is probably going to be fine for you. All right, it's very simple. You just turn the camera so that it changes the aspect ratio. And then all you got to do is click it. And right now we're videotaping in a portrait mode, which would be perfect for phones. So that's what you want for TikTok and Instagram. If you're finished, you click that. We come back here. If you want to make sure that you did shoot it that way, you pull it up, and there it is. Bam, done. And right now we're videotaping in a portrait mode, which would be... All right, so let's get rid of that, and we're back to our regular standard page. So it doesn't matter where you're at. You could be in the video, you could be in time lapse, you could be over here in photos. It's all the same. What you're gonna do is you take your finger on the bottom of the touch screen, slide it up, bam, there it is. Now if you wanna look at all of them, in the very corner there's a little grid thing. Click that, bam, it gives you all the photos that you've got and videos that you've taken right there for the whole day. Whatever you've done, it's all there. That's all your media. You wanna get back, go this way. Now, if you wanna go sideways with them, you can do this, just like that. And let's say you wanna get rid of one, bam, delete, done. And that's how you view your media on your GoPro Hero 10 Black. All right, so if you look at your touch screen, you're gonna see 4 circles with icons in them that are right around whatever mode you're shooting. I've got it in photo, but it works for everything. If I go to video, it's the same thing. It's got those 4 things in there. And those are things that you probably use a lot. So you're probably gonna wanna have those things there so you can do really quick, editing and changing of, your lens, your frame rate, your zoom, and things of that nature. But if you wanted to set these to whatever you want, you can do that by doing an advanced edit. So you open up this page by touching your mode, right? Then you go to this little, edit icon, and then now you're in your photo edit. And if you slide down, you're going to see it says shortcuts. All right. So right now we've got on the lower left we got output, and that's are you going to have a raw film? Are you going to have like the amount of information that the camera captures is your output? Raw is like if you ever use a DS. A regular camera, you shoot raw, that's the best to edit on post. Now over here, you got on the lower right, you got zoom, and the lower left, you got timer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you how you change it. If I click this one here, and I'm just gonna put it to zoom, I'm gonna put it to zoom. Now, I've already got a zoom on there, so when we go back, you're gonna see that. Now to get out of this, you're gonna pull this way, and then you're gonna slide this down, you're gonna click here, and you're gonna click there. And if you look, oh, there's 2 zoom icons. That's that little spyglass. Well, I don't wanna do that, so now let's go back. And let's hit that, and let's go down. And there's 2 ways you can change it, right? I could just hit one of these here, or, I could go like this and I could, put it to timer or whatever, you know what I mean? Or I could just go restore factory. So the factory is going to give me the ones that it thinks is the best. And then if we go back, you'll see it's the exact same way it was before. It's got the timer, it's got the lens, it's got the output up here, and it's got the zoom there. And those are your shortcuts. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos on how you can do stuff on your GoPro Hero 10 Black. Peace out.